A target of 144 for Punjab, and at the halfway mark, it is looking sweet for the Kings. That's right. It's looking sweet and nicely set up. They are way past the halfway mark. They have got 76 for just the loss of 1 wicket. And that was Johnny Bairstow. There was a little experiment to send him to open with Shikhar. The captain held himself back. Didn't work out, but the other experiment of sending Rajapaksa up at 3 even before the captain. So I don't know where he is. But at this point in time, he's happy being wherever he is, Polly, because Dhawan and Rajapaksa are doing the job really well, smoothly, no risks, just getting it done.
Yeah, they're doing a fantastic job. There's a little bit more on that surface, isn't there? I mean, these bowlers, I know they're a little bit more expressed than what we saw on offer in the first innings. But there are plenty of balls that beat the bat and it was carrying nicely. I just think that the Gujarat Titans will be disappointed with the lengths they hit. I think Shami was superb. He almost showed what needed to be done. And the other three in Joseph, Lucky Ferguson, and
Sangwan.
Sangwan. They've missed their mark a little bit there. I think they've let them off. You can have a look at that. There's no ways they should be scoring at 9s and 11s on that kind of surface, because if you land it, it's really difficult. We look at Shami, 3 overs, 1 for 15. Once again, 12 dot balls, and showing exactly what he can do up front.
Yeah, and have to say, with both Shikhar and Rajapaksa, that was that one shot of Shikhar. We must talk about that. That little 6 over third man was leaning back and just kind of punching. Oh, that's a shot of, that's reflexes of a guy about 10 years younger than him.
I would say so. It was good because he gave himself some room, and Joseph followed him, so he had to sort of give himself even more room and then just ramp it. But it's interesting to see all the different shots that come out, and I mean they practice all these things. So sometimes you come up again. I mean, I remember Sachin going to Australia, and the back end of his career, and they thought, "Oh, we're going to target Sachin with short pitch bowling." And he told me how much he practiced the little ram shot. And even in the test matches, whenever you just rock back and help it over the keeper. So, there's different ways to combat it. If it's short and fast, doesn't mean it has to go back that way. Sometimes you can just help it that way.
Yeah, that's what Shikhar has done. He's been doing a lot of helping. I tell you, he's inching towards his half century. And Rajapaksa is going at a good rate as well. Be great for Punjab if these two can finish it off, right? That's just more than the 2 points. I think just the self-confidence boost of that, winning by 9 wickets against the table toppers.
So you don't think Mayank needs to get to the crease and be 30 not out himself?
That's not what I think.
I agree with you. If they win this confidently, and you would hope from this, or you would think from this situation, that they should go on, because you don't really need to take any big risks. I mean, Rashid Khan's probably the guy who you would make sure you don't do anything silly against. But the rest of the fast bowlers will be offering you up some balls to hit it, and if you can use the pace well. It was interesting to see that graphic with Shikhar 13 times in the IPL. He's got over 300 in the tournament. I know 300 is probably not a massive amount, but it just shows that at the top of the order, he's been consistent, whichever franchise he's played for.
Yeah, and I think the last 6 years, he's gone 400 or 450 plus. 450 plus the last 6 years, actually. He's been more than consistent. He's been absolutely brilliant. And today, he's doing exactly what the team needs of him. The team doesn't need him to be 45 of 25. They need him to be 45 of 35, which is what he's doing right now. So just showing a sense of maturity. And what we spoke about in the mid-show, where Gujarat probably didn't understand the conditions early enough for just trying to drive at their pace on a broken road. Shikhar understands. He says, you guys made that mistake. We won't, because we're chasing a really small target and just getting the job done. I think the one thing, it looks like they should perhaps go easy from here to the win, because back 10 needing just a smidge over a run a ball, 9 wickets in hand. You think the team gets it done. Punjab has stuttered sometimes before. Doesn't look like they will today. But when we come back on Cricbuzz Live, I think if it goes like this, the one thing we'll talk about, the only negative that will happen for Punjab will be that their captain hasn't got a bat on what is a very low total to get with not much scoreboard pressure.
Well, you never know. He might get a bat. We'll have to wait. Does he come next? That's the other question that needs to be answered. If a wicket falls, does he stride to the crease? But no, I think they're in a good space. They've negotiated. I think the first 6 overs were going to be the difficulty. They were up there with the rate. Lisa has won, hasn't she? She's won. She said 40. They were 43 for one. So
one more run and it was
you
yours.
should have gone with your. You should have gone with your 44.
I should have.
You were right on it. You would have right on it.
You know what's happened, right? In the pre-show, I told you to go with your instinct, and now in the post-show, you're telling me that I should have gone with mine.
I should go with your.
So we have to say what's in our heart, instinct. We got to trust our instinct, Polly.
Okay.
We really.
Okay.
What's your instinct telling you? Will my instinct's telling me Punjab will get this done in the. They'll get it done with 10 to 12
16th.
balls to spare.
17th, 18th.
Wow, you're saying 17th.
I'm going 18th. 18th over, it's finished.
All right, 18th for you and 19th for me. All right. And Lisa? Well, I can hear Lisa.
Lisa said
from Bangalore.
20.1.
21, that's right. If Lisa's saying 20th, she's losing. If it goes to the 20th, Punjab, Gujarat rules the 20th. So Punjab will know that and try to finish it off before. All right, that's all we have time for on the Comm Box. We're going to come back at the end of this run chase on Cricbuzz Live. Thank you so much for watching.